All right, who out there is hungry for some barbecue? I'm gonna walk you through the whole process of smoking 2 pork butts. Stay tuned, I'll tell you all about it. When you go to the store, you can buy either the pork shoulder or the pork butt. You would think the butt was on the hind quarter, right? It's not. The pork shoulder and butt both come from the front leg of the pig. The butt, though, is higher up and it's more desirable for smoking and making barbecue. And that's what we got the best. We got the butts. Let me show you real quick. It's a good quality. It's made by Swift right there. And these are actually 11 pounds a piece. I usually, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to make enough I can last a year. I don't have to do it but one time, not 3 times during the year. So, we're going to actually be cooking 22 pounds of pork, smoking 22 pounds of pork. The first thing we're going to do is baste it tonight so that it can, the spices can be getting the flavor into the meat. So, to do that part of this process, all you need is 2 things. One thing, I use mustard to kind of coat it first to get a nice sticky surface, and the mustard gives it a little bit of flavor. And you can mix your own spices up, but I tell you what, I like this right here. Pork barrel barbecue, seasoned and rubbed right here, all American. This was actually featured on Shark Tank, and I've used it multiple times, and it's really good. You can actually mix your own if you want, but if you want to, you can just get this. I'll put a link to this down in my video description. You can get it right off Amazon, ship right to the house. That's why how I got this one right here. Sometimes you can find it in stores, but sometimes it's hard to find. Good stuff right there. So, let's get started. I'm going to get them out of the wrapper here. We're going to coat them up and get some seasoning on them and let them sit in the refrigerator about 12 hours overnight so that spices can get the flavors that into it. And then we'll start cooking it first thing in the morning. All right, here we got our first roast right here, this pork butt. First thing we'll do, y'all notice I do have the bone in. I think the bone in actually helps give a little bit more flavor and moisture. So, anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. We're going to put a lot of mustard on here. We're going to coat this mustard all up here on this thing to give it a nice coating, just so this stuff we're getting ready to put on it is going to be stick to it good. All right. All right, stay tuned. I got to clean my hand off so we can get to our stuff here. All right, we're good now. We're going to give a nice portion of this on here. We're going to coat it really good, so we're going to give it all night long to get these flavors to soak in here. I'm going to put some of my hand, help get it down here some. I'm going to have to do that all the way around it. But make sure you get it coated really well. And that way, you'll have it. I got to keep one clean hand here. All right, there we go. I'm going to go around each edge of this too, but I want to definitely get a good coat on this thing so these flavors can soak in tonight. All right, I'm going to finish this one up, and we'll get the other one out here and do that. Get them in the refrigerator, and get them ready for tomorrow morning. Bright and early. Y'all got to get up early. It's going to be an early morning riser. All right, everybody, these things look beautiful. And actually, you can actually smell that seasoning getting into that meat. This is going into meat for about 12 hours and really flavored up right here. So, we'll go ahead and get in the fridge right now, and I'll see you early in the morning. Set your alarm clock. See you then. All right, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're getting our temperature at about 225 degrees, 225 to 250. She's starting to smoke. She's starting to smoke up. So we'll go get our meat and put it on right now. Stay tuned. All right. That's a pretty sight right there. That's a lot of meat on that smoker. It's full. Could get another piece on there. But it's looking good. Oh, that seasoning on it is looking awesome. I can't wait for that thing to get a little bit of crust on it. And we'll start doing a little spritzing after that. But right now, there's plenty of moisture in that meat for us to have to actually start spraying vinegar and apple juice on right now. We're just letting it cook a little bit. And we'll come back out here in probably a couple of hours and check it out and see what's going on. Stay tuned. All right, we got the sun breaking the horizon. And we got 248 degrees, which is perfect. 225 to 250, we're going to keep it. Let's see how pellets are doing. Pellets are doing good. We'll have to add a few pellets. It's been a few hours now. All right, I'm going to be very quickly here because I don't want to let it heat out too much. So let's take a quick look. It's doing good. We're not gonna leave too much line on that, but let's go ahead and fill it up with pellets. Give it a couple more hours. All right, let's do it. All right, the sun is officially up now, and we are in the snow here, actually smoking some pork butts here. 253, 225, 250, I'm keeping it. Oh yeah, they're starting to look good. I like it. Man, I'm loving it. All right, we're going to close it back up there because we lose a lot of heat real quick out here in this temperature. We'll check our pellets. The pellets are looking good. We'll top them off and give it a couple more hours. We're good right now. So let's get back in here and get warm. Holy smoke, it's cold out here. All right, we're 5 hours into the cooking process here. And I did just rotate them. I know it probably wouldn't, but in this case, it's so cold out here. I make sure it's not a hot spot or a cold spot somewhere in here. So we did just rotate them. Let's check them out real quick. I did just flip it over. I did just flip them over. So now you can see the grid marks on there right there. But they're cooking really good. We'll stay between 225 and 250. They're looking really good at this point. Starting to get a little bit of a bark, but once that gets a little bit hard on the sides and all, we'll start spritzing them with a little bit of apple juice and vinegar here, just a little bit. But right now, they're looking good. All right, stay tuned. We'll be coming back and checking them in a little bit. All right, I think it's actually above freezing now. You can smoke meat in freezing weather with a Traeger grill. Let's check out our meat right now. Look at that. Is that beautiful? Oh, what? That is beautiful. Starting to get a little bit of a bark on it now. So we can actually start spraying a little bit of vinegar and apple juice on it. A mixture there to kind of keep it nice and moist. But right now, it is very moist right now. So we're doing good. We need to go ahead and get our temperature probes in here so we can actually see what the temperature is on the meat. It's nowhere near done yet, I don't think. But that's a lot of meat to cook at one time right here. And these things weigh 11 pounds a piece. So it's going to take a little longer than normal. 7 hours so far. We still got a little ways to go. Let's go ahead and get some spray on them and get them nice and moist. All right, stay tuned. All right, we're going to mist them up just a little bit here with a little bit of vinegar on here and apple juice. Keep them nice and moist. We got a nice little crust on it, a bark on it now, so it's not going to wash any of the seasoning off now. So it's looking really good. I think we're good now. We've actually got our probes in, as you can see now, and we'll be watching the temperature when it gets up around 195 to 205. We're going to be taking it off. So we're getting closer now, so stay tuned. All right, well, we're getting really close. The temperature is about 190. It's past that little stagnant stage where it starts to move up faster, so it won't be long now. Just a quick update. We are using the apple flavoring in our pellets. It's getting ready to come off a little bit. What we're going to do then is we're going to wrap it in aluminum foil and let it rest for about an hour. And what that will do is let the juices, because right now if you cut it up, the juices will just run out of it because it's so hot. But after about an hour, it's going to cool down enough that when we cut it, the juices will stay in the meat. And when we go to cook it up, the juices will come out. Then when you get ready to eat it, instead of coming out and putting it in there dry. So nice and moist is what we want to do. I'm still doing a little spritzing on it with the vinegar and the apple juice, and keep it nice and moist right now as it's cooking. But it's getting really close. But I just want to keep you up to date of what to do as you're moving along. My temperature probes are in there, and I monitor it between 190 and 195. As soon as it gets about 200, we'll go ahead and pull it off. So stay tuned. That'll be coming up before long. We'll sit them in here. We'll wrap them up tight, let them rest, and then do some pork pulling. Stay tuned. All right, we've reached an internal temperature of 200 degrees, and we're ready to pull them off. 195 to 205 is a good range to do it. They're both right at 200 now, so I think we're good. I can tell the meat's looking real tender, so we're going to pull it off, set it on some aluminum foil, wrap it real tight. Want those juices inside. If you cut right now, they just run all out. Let them congeal a little bit before we start doing the pulled pork. So let's go out there and get them and wrap it right now. All right, we're going to pull them off right now and get them in the house and wrap them. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful right there? Woo! Let's get these out here. And get them on the pan here and get them in. All right. Oh, she's hot. Oh, yeah. Woo! Little hot, little hot. Almost falling apart over here. All right, let's see if I can break loose here. My I have to get it off here. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got it. Look at it falling apart. Woo! It's gonna be tender. All right, let's get it in the house. All right, I got one of them wrapped up here. Let's get the next one wrapped up. Oh boy. If y'all can see that, hopefully it's just juice. Look at the juice just coming all out of it. Look at that. If I was to cut a slice right here, the juice would run right out. We're gonna let it set for a little while, maybe up to an hour. Look at that juice just coming out right there. It's just loaded with juice. We're gonna wrap it nice and tight so that it's sealed up really good. And then we're gonna let it sit in the oven, like I say, for about an hour. 45 minutes to an hour, probably. We're going to, you know, I had to take a couple bites out of it. It is so good. A couple of these little pieces that fell off. But we're going to put this right here on this tray in case it does come drip down a little bit. It won't get over. I think I got it pretty sealed. I don't think it's going to. But we will go ahead and set this right here in the oven for about an hour. I'll probably go ahead and stick my probes in so I can kind of monitor the temperature. Probably around 150 degrees maybe. We'll take it out and we'll start using our pullers and pull it apart. Bear claws. All right, we're getting ready to make some barbecue. We're going to use these bear claws. I'll pull it apart in just a minute. And I'll put a link to these down in the video description in case y'all are interested in getting some. They work really well. You'll see me use them in a second. But before we get started, I want to show you one thing. Low and slow when you cook these things helps retain that moisture in it. When I push it, look at the moisture. Look at the juices coming out of that thing right there. It's just juicy all over. Look at that. Look at that right there. Just juicy. So that's what you want. You want to cook it low and slow to maintain that nice juice content in it. Cook it too fast, it dries it out. So I think this will be really good. We got to work around that bone. It's coming right off the bone here, so we should be. Oh, look at that. Excuse me just for a second. Man, that is some kind of good. Nice smoke flavor. You see the smoke ring around the outside edge right there. Man, that is some kind of good. All right, let me get this camera set up and we'll go pull some pork right now. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that pulling apart there. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look good? Woo! We're gonna just try and pull this apart just a little bit here. Make some nice barbecue. Oh my goodness, this is good. Just string it apart here. But I might leave it just a little bit bigger pieces here because it tastes good to me. Look at that. It's just coming right apart. All right, we're going to work on this for a little bit here. And stay tuned. We're going to just break it all apart here and make some nice barbecue. Look at that. That is just coming right apart. Just pulling apart good. And the juiciness. Oh my gosh. Look at the juice. Look at the juice on that right there. Nice and juicy. Really good. All right, stay tuned. We're going to pull this apart a little bit. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do to actually bag it and keep it for me and the wife. Stay tuned. Smoked pulled barbecue. Is that cool or what? Recipe works really good. I'll put a copy of the recipe in the video description if y'all want to follow through. I'll kind of walk you through it in the video description. Let's go ahead and get it bagged up. Y'all ready? Let's do it. I just want to show you what me and the wife come up with. This right here you see on here is actually only 6 ounces of meat. That's enough for me and the wife for 2 sandwiches. That's normally all we would eat right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bag up 6 ounces at a time. And if I have company over or my family over, I'll just break out more bags. It's easier to do that than waste it. I don't want to waste it when I'm freezing it. We used to do like 12 ounces and it's just we couldn't even begin to eat it all. I had to eat it for 2 days. But this right here should be enough for 2 nice size sandwiches. And it'll make it last. And we'll get over 40 meals out of it like this way with what we got here today. As you can see, I just got it covered right now, but I got 2 pans full. That's going to be at least 40 meals right there. Once a year, I'll probably do this and cook it up, bag it up, and we'll eat it all year long. It is so good breaking this out and eating this smoked pork pulled barbecue. All right, let's get it bagged up right now. All right, I want to show y'all one more trick I do. Now, when you freeze these, I ended up with 25. Not quite as many as I thought I was going to have, but anyway. What you want to do, you want to try to get all this hair out so you don't get a freezer burn. So, I'm going to show you a little trick I do sometime. Come on over here. If you push the meat all the way down to the bottom of the bag, you can push it out, but you always get some left in there. It's hard to get it all out. But what I got here is a sink full of water. Water has pressure. As you push down in here, you will see this water pushing pressure on both sides of the bag. And as you see, it's starting to force the air out. And if you just wait, this is closed all the way up to this point right here. If you wait right before it goes on, it's still trying to force it out. If you get it right there and seal it up, look at that. That's pretty good and sealed right there, actually. Really good. So let's try one more here just to show you how it works here. All right, get your meat down to the bottom of the bag. Seal it all up with one little opening right here. Start bringing in with this corner up in the air and let the water force the air out as you go down. You can see it forcing it out right there. You can see it tight right in here. And right when you get to this point, just zip it up. Look at that. Pretty sealed. I mean, if you had a sealer, it'll be better. But if you don't have one and you want to kind of force the air out, it works pretty good. All right, I hope y'all have as much fun today as I did. It's pretty cool getting up a little bit early. I hope y'all got to get some sleep later on tonight, but I know I'm going to fall asleep quick. But it was super cool. It was really good, juicy. You had that smoke flavor. Man, it's so good. I love that pulled pork barbecue. It's awesome. I will put a recipe down in the video description for you. And I also put links to the bear claws I use to pull it apart. And the pork barrel barbecue season right here. I'll put links to all that down in the video description. Good stuff. All right, well, I appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share. You know the rest of it. Subscribe to the Gigmaster, because you never know what we'll be doing next. Stay tuned.